What is going on, YouTube family? And I know you're wondering how I could be smiling. I'm putting in my 2 cents. Because I need to. It's an outlet for me. I need to be heard. I need Packer Nation to hear what I have to say. I'm coming to you with a heavy heart. After much anguish this whole day. And when I get home, I see it's just gotten worse. I love my team to no end. I don't hate the refs. I'm more saddened that they didn't do the right thing. I waited. I knew they were going to review it. They're going to make things right. There's no problem, because first thing I thought, even after 2 horrific, egregious penalties against Eric Walden and Sam Shields, I just knew they had to make the right call there. And I was very mistaken. I just want to, Packer fans, Packer players, fans of the NFL, it's really unfortunate. And I feel very unlucky that it happened to my team, because you knew it was going to happen to another team in the NFL eventually. And it happened to my team in week 3. I don't mind getting outplayed and losing. The Packers got outplayed in week 1 and lost to a better football team that day. I don't have a problem with that. It still hurts that they didn't go out and do what they had to do, but they lost playing their hearts out, which is fine. It happens all the time. It happens every week. We turned it around. I think our defense played awesome against the Bears, and I think we played absolutely outstanding against the Seahawks. Boy, I emphasize outstanding. We were totally dominated after getting sacked 8 times in the first half, which is, bet you, some kind of record. I don't even know. We came out and dominated the second half. Not scoring 4 touchdowns, but we took that momentum and we took the whole half. And to have what happened after that kind of effort, courage under fire, to have that, what happened, it's disappointing. It's sad. It is totally sad. And I literally am dumbfounded. It is almost laughable. Almost. It's very hard for me to believe still. I still think I'm dreaming. Yeah, I know. And you're going to say, it's just a game. Settle down. But the NFL and the Packers, to me, it's like having a sibling. And when someone does something wrong to my sibling, I'm offended. I'm hurt. And it's just, there's no other way to put it other than that. My love for the green and gold shows no bounds. And I have to defend them. MD Jennings, I love you. Eric Walden, I love you. Sam Shields, I love you. You did what you had to do, and you still got it taken away from you. I'm pointing a lot, sorry. I had to make that point because they played everything correctly and got personal fouls and defensive pass interference when it wasn't there. MD Jennings, you had that ball. No doubt in my mind, I had a 12-year-old girl tell me today. She told me she was watching a 12-inch screen in her bedroom, and she saw it clearly. Maybe we should get 12-year-old girls to ref these games, because I know I saw it correctly. I had faith that they were going to make the right call, and I was wrong. Now, I'm here today. The only thing that angers me, that I can't get over, I'll give you one example, and it's a good example. Not only am I a big Packer fan, I love my baseball. I love the Detroit Tigers through and through. The Old English D is all me. I love them. And a few years back, Armando Galarrago's near perfect game. Well, perfect game. I'm not even going to use quotes. It was perfect. But Jim Joyce is the guy who made that call at first. And as much you may know, Jim Joyce came out after reviewing his call on super slow replay, which is, he came out and apologized to fans, baseball, and personally to Armando Galarraga. That was one of my life goals, to see a perfect game pitched by a Tiger, because no one's ever done it since like the 50s. Or even before. I can't remember what year it was. But I've never seen one by a Tiger. And hopefully before I get to leave this world, I'd get to see one, official one. But that day I watched that game from start to finish. And on the final out, I'm on my knees in my living room saying one more out. And it was called safe. I literally sobbed. I had something taken away from me that day. But the difference in that day is that they apologized and said they were wrong. Jim Joyce said it himself. I come home today hopefully to hear the same thing, because then I could actually get past it. But I hear that the NFL is standing behind the simultaneous catch decision, and I hear that no one's apologizing to the fans of the NFL, the Green Bay Packer fans, or the Green Bay Packer players and coaches. That, in a world of all this negativity, to be honest once in a while is refreshing. Jim Joyce, I commended you for that. I was hoping I'd hear the same thing today by the NFL and by the refs who called that game. And I didn't hear it. It's a slap in the face. It's really discouraging. I can get over a lot of things. Apology is worth everything. Might not feel like it to some people, but it is to me. So with that said, I got my 2 cents in. I had what I had to say. The last thing is, NFL, you go do the right thing. I'm not saying overturn the game, because I know you can't. It's just impossible. They couldn't overturn the Armando Galarraga perfect game. They're not going to overturn an NFL game. But if you do the right thing, I think you'll get a little more respect and a little more kudos for that. So, to make this under 10 minutes, go Pack, go. Have faith. Let's get past this one. Let's have a short memory and get into Sunday. And let's do it again. Love you guys. Deuces.